Hi, this is Dave Nolan with 5 Minute Matters. I'm the dream builder for Arizona Living. What I try to do is help people like yourselves find their dream home here in our beautiful state of Arizona. Oh, and by the way, behind me is Anthem Country Club. If you live here, 36 holes of golf, a lot of fun. But that's a subject for another time. What we're here to talk about today is water filtration systems and reverse osmosis. Many of you may have heard the term, but don't fully understand how osmosis systems work in your home. Today we'll talk with Pete Schneider, who has been doing business here in Anthem for the last 19 years. He's our resident expert. He'll walk us through the pros of installing reverse osmosis water filtration systems in your home, albeit in Seattle, Wisconsin, Colorado, or here in the great state of Arizona. Let's talk to Pete now. Okay, hello everyone. As I mentioned, we're going to be speaking with Pete here today in regard to reverse osmosis systems. Now, if you're like me, many of us don't know really what that is. As I mentioned to Pete earlier, my only recollection of osmosis was in high school biology classes. So we're here to sort it out, see how it works, and Pete, it's wonderful to be with you today. A little bit about your background. I was impressed with the business that you built here in Anthem, Arizona, and I know you do a lot of business locally, which we're all about as us as realtors, right, and this great city we live in. So just a little bit about your business that you started here.
Sure. We started back in 2001. My background in water was from our family business back in Wisconsin. Right. We started that in the 60s, believe it or not. So I grew up in the business, yep, and we moved out here to Anthem in 2001, and we're still going strong. That's
a credit to you and all the business, all the people that you've helped. And I hope that you heard that, folks, because for my Wisconsin alum that are listening, another Badger here, and there has to be a Badger discount along with that somewhere along the line, Pete, but it's great to be with another Badger. Great.
Packers and the Badgers.
All right. Now our Seattle guest will probably turn this video off. Ooh. But in any case, let's talk about reverse osmosis today. And just can you get an overview of the customer who says, I want to do some water filtration because I'd like to have better water. I may be based in Seattle, I may be up in Iowa,
sure, Grand
Forks, North Dakota. What is reverse osmosis system and how does it work in your home, Pete?
Sure. Well, basically a reverse osmosis system is a water purification system. It's what's used in most bottled water companies. Yeah. So if you buy bottled water at the store, the main type of the filtration is actually going to be reverse osmosis. So the nice thing about this, you can have it in home. It goes underneath your sink in a very convenient, compact fashion, and you'll have all the drinking water that your family could possibly use. It's just the reverse of nature, where in nature water comes through from the outside in. Reverse osmosis is just the opposite.
All right, so you have this big parts and pieces here under your sink or in your garage, and that's just going to filter your drinking water. It's not going to go to your showers. It's not going to fill your swimming pool. It's strictly related to drinking and even ice cubes and refrigeration,
right,
correct?
Exactly.
And briefly, how does it work? I mean, the water's coming in, as you mentioned, and how does the system work, just for those people who may not know?
Yeah, so basically your water inlet is going to be in the middle filter on this particular system, and it's a 5 micron sediment filter, so it'll filter out anything you can see. Then it goes into a carbon block filter that takes out tastes, odors, impurities, chlorine. Then it goes into the reverse osmosis membrane, which rejects all the solids in the water and brings it down to that bottled quality of water. From there, it goes into your tank. It'll go through an alkaline filter if you would like, where we can put a little bit of the beneficial minerals back in your water, give it a little body and taste. And from that point, as you use the system, it goes through another polishing filter that'll give it the final polish, and you'll have great tasting, clear, crystal clear ice cubes, and just wonderful water for your
Pete,
house.
You mentioned this tank is a backup in case there's a supply issue, that you always have 2 to 3 gallons to work with before it refilters.
That is correct. You'll have about 2.5 gallons of water in the tank, and then as the customers use the water, the unit refills at about 2 gallons an hour.
All right, so the big question, you see a piece of equipment, you have all of this professional people involved with this. Is this expensive for the homeowner to utilize, and is it cost effective? Can you speak to a little bit about cost?
Sure, actually it's a pretty cost effective system. They last anywhere from 10 to 12 years. An installed unit roughly is going to be about $500 with the total package with tax installation, and you'll get many, many years of service out of it. The maintenance on it is very simple. It's once a year we come in and change some filters for you, do a sanitization to the system, and it's very inexpensive.
All right, that's good to know. One last question.
Sure.
How does the person know that they need filtered water? I assume it's just because it doesn't taste as good, or do you run a test? How does one filter say, here's your water now, and here's what it might be after you do the filtration?
Exactly. Most of the greater Phoenix area has got what's called high total dissolved solids. The higher the solids, the worse the water is going to taste. When water doesn't taste good, people don't drink it. They drink more sodas, different things that aren't good for us. So you can pretty much be rest assured in this market, this is going to be a product that you're going to need. We have what's called TDS meters that will show you the solids before and after, and you're going to have about a 95 to 97% decrease when it comes through the system.
Sounds good. And no matter what the location, if you're in Seattle, if you're other parts of the country, test your water, check it out. Reverse osmosis is the way to go this day and age.
It really is. They become much more efficient than they were in the past, and with the added alkaline filters now, we can put the minerals back in the water, which some people like. A lot of the major coffee places do that to make the coffee taste better. That's a little secret that most people don't know. But we can do it effectively at a low cost right in your house.
So if we get one of these, we can possibly put Starbucks out of business.
Pretty much.
Okay, and that's it. Obviously, at the end of these videos, feel free to contact myself for further questions. Reach out to Pete. His information will be on the video. He's done a wonderful job supporting this community. And by the way, you moved out of Wisconsin to come to Anthem, Arizona, and the basic downright reason was?
Actually, because of my wife's sinuses.
Okay, that's great. And the weather worked out here nicely, and you built a nice business.
Well, thank you very much, Dave.
Look forward to working with you. Thank you all.
You as well, Dave. Thank you.
Until next time, this is Dave Nolan with 5 Minute Matters, and I'm the Dream Builder for Arizona Living. Thank you.